Hello, welcome to Tie-Dye House video series on how to tie-dye. In this video we're going to fold a paw pattern into a shirt. To do that I've got a wet shirt. It's been pre-soaked in soda ash. I've got a paw pattern. This is made out of some sort of mylar. It's just half of the paw is all you need. And from there I've got some scissors, some cotton twine, some watercolor markers, and various sizes of rubber bands. Alright, so to start this shirt, we'll fold this vertically in half, like that. Just get in here and make sure that that's a clean fold. And then pick it up and shake it down. Just feel along it, make sure it's flat. There's no wrinkles inside there, because that'll distort the pattern if there are. Okay, so then you just take your pattern here, and then you draw the pattern out on the shirt. Like that. To fold this shirt, I always fold this toe first. It's just a lot easier to fold this first, then this, then this. So we'll start with this one here. Just pick up the whole shirt and fold that in half. Just like that. And then fold along that line, folding the front and the back side of the paw. So like that. Put a piece of cotton twine along that line there. Tie that off pretty snug. So it looks like that. Okay. Now we'll do that other toe right there. Again, you'll fold that in half. Just make sure it's flat. If you see right here, there's a fold from that other toe that's getting involved. So you'll want to flatten that out, so that when you fold this other toe here, it doesn't distort the pattern. Okay, so we've got that flattened out. Now fold along that line again. This gets pretty tight when you're doing it on the front and back of the shirt, which is what we're doing here. If you struggle a lot with this, you can just set this up as a one-sided pattern, front or back, and you'll find it a lot easier to fold this pattern in. So there's that one. Snug it on that line, cut that excess off. Okay, so that's two toes folded right there. Now we'll just do this bottom pad of the paw. This is not a fold in half situation. You'll just fold directly along that line there. Okay. Work the shirt around. You want a pretty nice straight line here. Okay. Nice like that. And we'll tie that one off as well. Okay. Alright, so that's the paw itself is folded into the shirt. Now we'll move on to the next step, and that's to fold the rest of the shirt. So what I do is I grab these toes and this little area around here, and I just kind of start pulling the shirt back a little bit. You don't want to pull too hard and have the string slide off of this toe here. You'll just have to start over if you do. So just be careful you don't do that. Again, just working some nice folds in here so this is somewhat even. And I'm going to bring that all down here. Notice I'm still holding on to these toes because I don't want them to go flying way down. This will give us a nice outline around the paw. Nice clean outline. And this is an area that I'll tie off. About down to there. There, like that. You don't want this string too far up in here. So what winds up happening is we're gonna dye these a solid one color, probably black, and then this fill area will be another color. So if this string is too far up here and you start with the color after this fill around here, the tendency will be for that dye to come up in here and distort the shape of the paw. Sometimes it ends up in the toes itself, and it changes that whole color. So I always come back a fair amount on the paw pattern just so that I can avoid that from happening. Okay, now we'll just fold out the rest of the shirt here. I'm trying to do, you know, fairly even folds, about the same height across the shirt. This makes it a lot easier to dye, and your dye job comes out a lot more even and somewhat of a uniform look to it. So now we just move over to rubber bands, and I generally will continue to work the shirt down to the ends as I put the rubber bands on. And I have different sizes of rubber bands depending on where I am on the shirt. So there's one there, and then I can probably get one of those up here at the top. So that's it. That's the paw folded. We'll do another video shortly on the dyeing of this, so look for that. We'll do it in a separate video so it's not too long, but just remember that. Look for that video as well if you like this pattern and want to learn how to dye it. We'll go ahead and complete that out. So thanks for watching. Again, this is Tie-Dye House Instructional Videos. If you like what you see here today, like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll let you know when we upload new content. And if we do live stuff or giveaways, you'll also be notified of that. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Have a good day.